How's it going? Welcome back to the podcast. We are on location. We're at Ocean Beach. We don't want to give away our spot, right, Kaitlyn? We want to keep the secret. Yeah. We're at the Pacific Ocean.
Yes.
West of the Great Highway.
Just go west.
Just go west. We are fishing today. We are fishing with some friends. We're going to try to catch some crab. Keyword try. But I have high hopes. We got some ringers in here with us today. So I'm definitely not a pro. So I brought in a couple people who do this for a living, kind of.
Not crab snaring, but fishing.
Yeah. You might recognize that voice. It is none other than Die Hard himself. It's Adam. Welcome back to the show, Adam.
Glad to be back. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, this is something you don't do a lot.
Podcasting, you mean?
No, crab snaring. Yeah, both.
Yeah, I'm out of my element today.
Pod snaring. Yeah.
Snaring.
But yeah, so this is, I think the last time I saw you use a snare was off the jetty in Pacifica. Does that sound about right?
Half Moon Bay.
Okay, yeah. Half Moon Bay. Oh, not Pacifica. Yeah, Pillar Point. All right, so we, full disclosure, Adam and I have been out here for about an hour. We have absolutely nothing to show for it. But good thing is we brought in someone who is better than us at crab snaring. We brought in Kaitlyn Bui.
Hello.
Can I call you KB?
Yes.
You know how I know that?
How?
Because we have mutual friends. You know Son of Paper?
Yes.
Kyle Shin? Yeah. So I noticed that he follows you, so I messaged him. I go, hey, do you know Kaitlyn? He goes, I know KB.
Yes.
We go way back.
Yes, we do. Oh, that's so cool. Kyle's a good friend. That's cool.
So Kaitlyn is on YouTube, well, freshly on YouTube.
Fresh.
One whole video.
2 shorts.
She's blowing up. Yeah, one video with 2 shorts. But she's been on Instagram. She's been in the TikTok game for a while. She has been out to the beach. I saw you and I knew right away where you were because I saw this lovely black sand that we are sitting in right now.
No, you don't. You don't see it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. No,
yeah,
it's just...
It's gray, it's white,
people call this
red.
beach dirty, but I don't know. What would you call it? Kind of classic.
Yeah, it's San Francisco.
It's San Francisco.
I guess we can't say the name.
You know what I've heard? We don't spot burn.
It's the West Coast.
You know what I've heard is that actually this black stuff is actually metallic. That you can use a magnet. And so it's not dirt. Yeah, it's actually slightly ferrous or iron based.
That makes sense.
But it looks really dirty. But it's not. It's lovely.
Ooh.
We're out here by the beach, so we're trying to catch some crab. So so how long you been doing your channel for? You've been, not channel, but Instagram and TikTok and crabbing.
Yeah. Crabbing, I think putting on content for almost a year now. Late March, I started really posting.
Okay.
And I initially started to show my friends and family that I was really out here and not going to the supermarket and picking it up and claiming it to be mine.
You had to prove it.
Yes, so I was like, 'cause I would bring home crabs. I think the first few times I was so happy, so proud, and they're like, come on, you clearly went to Ranch 99. So I had to document it to show them. And yes, it's been a year, so
all right.
It's really fun.
Well, can you say your handle for me? It's Kaitlyn_Bui?
Yeah, there's some variations. YouTube, it's Kaitlyn_Bui, and then Instagram, Kaitlyn Bui, and TikTok, Kaitlyn_Bui.
All right. And I think Adam and I were talking, there's not a whole lot of young women making crab snaring content.
I can't think of any.
I think I know one. I know one person who does it. But yeah, even in YouTube in general, for Bay Area at least, saltwater fishing, not a lot of women doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not a lot of guys either, but definitely not a lot of women.
Yeah, so you're in a good space. I think you're ready to blow up, I think.
We think so. I'm just happy to be here.
All right, so we're out here crab snaring. For some people are listening from not around here, they probably have no idea what we're doing. We are trying to catch crab on a fishing pole, which sounds very counterintuitive. Like most people think you have to go out in the ocean and drop a trap or something.
Yeah.
But we're actually casting out a little mini trap called a snare. You want to walk us through how you do this, Kaitlyn?
Yeah, so a snare essentially is like a metal cage, really tiny, probably fits in the size of your palm.
Yeah.
And there's 6 loops. I think that's California regulation.
Yeah. They're kind of like nooses in a way, right? They tighten when you pull on them.
Tighten when they pull. So that's how the crabs get caught. But that's the interesting part with the fishing pole is that you're pulling on the crabs essentially. So the mechanism is that you put in bait into that little metal cage, and when you cast it, you kind of let it soak for however long you want. And when it's time to pull it, that's where you kind of want to snag the crab's arms or claws.
So in theory, they're just wandering by looking for a meal. and then they find some squid or some chicken or something, and they start chewing on it. Little do they know that we're gonna kind of tighten it up on them.
Yes.
And drag them in.
No hooks. Just
no hooks. Yeah. I heard that it was actually invented in Pacifica, the crab snare, which is right down the road from us. I have no proof of this. It's just anecdotal that someone in Pacifica invented it. And now it's kind of a market. You can get them online. Like, shout out to Promar. Promar makes some crab snares.
Is that promo code?
Yeah, promo code. I'll link it in the description below, that you guys can get a little 10% discount on any Promar stuff. But guys make them like, you get them from Ken the Crab Slayer.
Yes, Ken makes a lot of variations of characters on his as weights onto the metal cage, so you can get a variety of people. So
check out Kaitlyn's channel. You'll see Hello Kitty snares. I've seen a Bruce Lee snare. I've seen a skull. Like, they're pretty cool. They're pretty creative.
Very cool.
And yeah, so it's pretty fun. So we're out here. We've tried it for a little while, but now that Kaitlyn's here, I feel like things are going to turn for us.
It's a little pressure, huh?
No pressure.
No pressure.
I feel like this is about to go down here. What's our over-under? If we get how many crabs, would it be a successful day?
For me, 1.
I think we're lowering the bar, Kaitlyn. I know you like to get at least 3, but...
Three's my highest record.
Oh, 3's your highest? Okay, all right, so...
I get 3. That's enough to feed the family, so 3 is good.
Okay, yeah, I think we're going to shoot for 1 each. How about that? That's
1 each. That's good.
That's doable.
That's doable.
That's doable. Okay, so we're gonna go check our polls, and we'll come back and we'll do some crab facts. Are you ready for some crab facts?
Yes.
All right, everyone, stay tuned for that. We're gonna go check our polls, and we'll be back with the winner. Not the winner. We'll be back with the bounty of at least 1 crab. All right, let's do it. All right, I'm walking to my pole right now. The way you do it, you just kind of wait 10 minutes or so, and then hopefully there's a crab on the other end thinking that they got a free meal. So we're gonna try this. We're gonna reel it in. You can kind of tell right away when you're pulling it in. It feels a lot heavier if you have a crab on there. Sometimes you can get more than 1. I've never gotten a double, but if you watch one of Kaitlyn's videos, she actually got a triple. 3 crabs in 1 pole, so that'll be pretty exciting.
Nothing. I'm moving.
You're gonna try that side?
I think whoever is more flatter. I think when it's constantly moving. What do you think, right? If it's like moving too much, the swell might be too strong. You think any crabs are walking down there?
You're probably right. Whatever you think is probably better than whatever I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna go more to the right.
Okay, so no luck yet. We're about halfway through the podcast, but luckily, professional Kaitlyn just gifted me with this Hello Kitty snare. Look at this thing. So this is a more well-designed, more modern crab snare, unlike those other ones we were using before. And what I like about this snare is like all the loops are standing up. They're not flat on the sand like that. It seems like when they're standing up like this, they catch the crabs a little bit better. So let's cast this one. Oh, and also it's a lot heavier. This is a 10-ounce crab snare. What I was using before, I think was either a 4-ounce or something like that. So this will hold the bottom a lot better. So things are looking up. Should have a little bit better chance of catching a crab with this thing, being that the design is a lot better and it's heavier. Alright, I'm feeling good about this one.
All right, I think things are changing. I feel things getting better already.
I feel more confident with the Hello Kitty snare.
Yeah.
Sure. Right? I
the
feel
power
like
of the kitty.
Those are cool. All right, should we do another part here? We'll do. I like our little huddle. All right, and we are back. The score is still 0-0-0.
I want to make a note. They had a head start.
Yeah, we did. We have been cheating this whole
We did
time.
all the help we could get,
And yet the score is still tied. But you know, it's not a competition, guys. We're same team.
Same team.
So all right. Hey, so Kaitlyn, a little bit more about you.
Mm-hmm.
What is your ancestry?
Oh, I get this question a lot. I'm ethnically Chinese.
Okay.
But a lot of people think I'm Filipino or Korean or anything else. But I love to be a melting pot of all of those. I'm quite proud to be Chinese American.
But the last name Bui sometimes is Vietnamese, yeah?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
But I took a DNA test.
Okay.
Yeah.
DNA don't lie.
Painfully 99.9% China.
Okay. I was actually 8% Vietnamese.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, interesting. I had no idea. I thought I was 100% Chinese too.
Yeah. I thought there was a little something. I wanted to be a little more unique.
But 99.
But, yep, Chinese.
All right. And so how did you get into crabbing? Did someone take you for the first time or?
Oh, so I grew up watching a lot of YouTube as a kid, right? And coincidentally enough, I saw a few fishing ones come across my timeline, and it was Matt's.
Okay, yeah.
Official Fisherman's Life.
Same.
Yeah, so I started watching a lot of his, and like a young kid, like once you get through someone's whole channel, you gotta find the next one and the next one, and that's how I discovered the whole
gang.
The whole gang. Yeah, so I started watching them. But I didn't get into it until quarantine, so 2020,
right?
Where everyone was stuck at home. But I did not want to be at home with 3 younger brothers. I was like, get me out.
Yeah.
But fortunately, like living in San Francisco and really close to the beach, I would walk by a lot and I would see people fishing and stuff. And I don't come from a big fishing family, nor a big outdoorsy one. So I kind of just took it upon myself to like watch YouTube videos to learn. And I'm pretty motivated. So I got all this stuff the next day, came out here.
Yeah.
Caught nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, caught nothing. And then when I went home, I think my family knew I wasn't gonna catch anything, so they were kind of already giving me the pat on the back, like it's
good try, kid.
It's okay, like you'll get them another time. So because they didn't really think I would bring anything back home, I was like, oh, I'll show them. So I went back the next day, didn't catch anything. A few more times after that, I finally caught my first crab, and I said some choice words to my family and paraded that crab around the house. And I was like, look what I did.
Oh, man, yeah.
Yep, so, yeah.
Pandemic, man, that was, Adam, you were there. That's right when you started your channel.
Yeah, coincidentally, I had a day job, right, 9 to 5 in the office. And when I finally told them, I'm going to quit and go YouTube, I gave my 2 weeks notice. First week was regular in the office. The second week was when everyone went home for work from home.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I started right at the pandemic, which actually ended up was crazy time, a little scary because no one knew what jobs were going to be around.
Yeah.
Whatever. But actually, fishing really took off at that time.
It did.
So it worked out for the good for my channel at least.
Yeah. No, I think if you came out here in 2020. It was like elbow to elbow, shoulder to shoulder. We used to call it combat fishing, because the OGs would be out here, and then the young people just starting would be out here, and it was pretty nuts. But yeah, it really took off. So I mean, because we all had the social distance, right? Mm-hmm. So it was kind of like, well, where else can you get away from people than the beach? It's pretty isolated, yeah. So it's pretty great. So what do you love so much about crabbing?
I like the peace of it. Being out here by myself.
Do you mostly come out here alone?
Yeah, mostly out here alone. And I sit alone with my thought. No, I'm just kidding. I play some good music. I just sit out here with a good drink, and so good.
Yeah, right?
Yep, so good. And just the calmness of it, I think it's kind of hard to replicate anywhere else.
Yeah.
So I'm from an age of just always on social media and constantly on stuff. Oh my god, you're so cute. Oh my gosh.
Oh my
I've
gosh.
never seen the color of this dog.
Yeah, we have a visitor. Special guest. Hey. Yeah, no, I mean, this beach, okay, we should, for those of you who don't know San Francisco Beach is, when you think of California beaches, you're probably thinking of Southern California with tan people in bikinis and, wakeboarding and stuff. You come out to San Francisco Ocean Beach, how many layers you got on today?
I was just going to say.
I got at least 4.
You got 3.
I've got a 5th one ready to go if I need it. But
5.
It's usually
6 if you want to include the waiters.
I mean, it's a rare day if it's over 60 out here. Yeah. But it's pretty cold. A lot of dogs, a lot of people walking in solitude. Not a lot of blankets, no umbrellas out here, no pina coladas. But just a lot of people kind of looking to be alone. So this is San Francisco Beach has hit a little different than Southern California beaches. But yeah, how about you, Adam? You like coming out to the beach? You got your start kind of surf fishing.
Before I even started YouTube, like when I was a kid, I used to come out to the beach with my dad. Used to take me almost every weekend.
Yeah.
So we used to go fishing all the time. Not here up in San Francisco. I grew up a little bit south of here, but yeah, same thing. Just coming out, especially during the winter time. Not many people out there.
Yeah, yeah. It's the original ASMR too. Like it's kind of like relaxing. You kind of hunker down because it's a little windy, a little cold. But yeah, it's pretty great. It's pretty great. Yeah. All right, so have you been able to convince any of your family or girlfriends or friends to come out here with you?
Actually, all of them ask me now.
Okay.
All of them ask me, and I know for a pure fact that they cannot do this. They cannot do what we all are doing.
Yeah.
But I hope to take some more friends and family out in the future, just to show everyone crabbing is like and how easy it is and fun it is if you just come out here.
Yeah, it's not expensive. Like you can get a rod. I don't know what's a rod under 100. I think one of these stiff rods. You don't need any real fancy gear. A reel might be a little expensive. But you don't need a super fancy one. You need a big one.
Yeah, just
what
heavy
are we going?
duty.
Like 6,000. That's kind of the size I think they recommend. But it's a heavy duty reel, not your trout fishing setup.
No.
You need a little bit heavier, but they're not super expensive. Snares will run you anywhere from $10 to $25. A couple bucks for squid, and you're good to go. And there's not. I mean, we joke that Kaitlyn's the pro here, but there's not a ton of skill, right?
No.
You basically throw it out there and wait.
Yep.
So you could get anyone out here to do it. It is a little bit of waiting though, a little bit of sitting around.
Patience.
But like we said, it's a nice place to sit around and wait if you're gonna wait. All right, are you guys ready for some crab facts?
Yeah.
Is this a quiz or are you just giving us?
Well, you know, I am a teacher by trade, so
if this is a test.
Yeah, there are no prizes, but
I can go get Adam. I'm confident.
Okay, all right, we're good. All right, here we go. You ready?
All right.
Where does the word Dungeness come from? So we're trying to get Dungeness crab. Where does the name Dungeness come from?
Take it away, Adam. You got this one.
I wouldn't have, Google was my friend on this one. I'm guessing you don't know.
No,
because I don't think anyone knows.
I'm trying to think of a good guess, but I can't even think of a good guess.
I can't even do it with memory. I have to read my script here. Dungeness crab is named after the Dungeness spit in the Strait of Juan de Fuca in Washington.
Oh.
That's where the crabs were kind of first discovered, I guess, and enjoyed. And that was named after this place in England. It's the Old English word which means headland. So it's the Dungy headland, so the word ness means headland. So Dungeness is like this headland in England, the Dengue Marsh.
Yeah, that was my guess.
Yeah, that's it. Right on the tip of your tongue.
I was just going to say that.
So, obscure fact. So, next time someone asks you, what does Dungeness mean? It's named after the strait in Washington that was named after this place in England. All right. How old do Dungeness crab get? You had to guess.
I'm going to guess. Just throw a guess. Well, like the oldest?
Well, I don't know what the record is, but they say the maximum that they think.
10 years.
10 years, Kaitlyn?
4?
4 is what we normally get. They take about 4 years to get to legal size.
I see. Oh, and I think there's only like 4 cycles, isn't there, or something like that? But they're molting. So 8?
They can go, they've said they can go anywhere up to 13 years old.
13?
Like, if you get like a 10-inch crab, if you get like an 11-inch gauge buster, they might be 13 years old. All right, so keep your eyes. So we're going to catch at least...
But 4 years is what they get
to get about 6 inches,
Oh.
So like you said, like 4 molts.
I see.
They molt about once. When they're little, they molt more often, but they molt about once a year. So you're on with the 4 molts to get legal size. So we're about looking at 4-year-olds when you pull them up. If they're not legal, they might be only 3-year-olds.
They're only 4?
I know.
Sad.
Yeah, actually, so this is...
you have to count in crab years, though.
Yeah, crab years. That's a long life. That's a good life. They had a good run.
I feel better.
They had a good run. Actually, this is a fun fact, too. Kaitlyn actually doesn't eat her own crab that she catches.
No.
She will bring them home so they don't go to waste.
Yes.
But you don't eat it because you'll eat it at a restaurant. But if you see it alive, you won't eat it? Okay.
This is like fish too. It's gone bad.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
It's a fish too now. But
oh man.
So cute.
They are kind of cute.
They're cute.
In a crabby, crustacean kind of way. They have some personality too.
Don't say that. Do they really?
No, probably not.
Oh, okay.
But they're missing limbs. They grow back limbs. They're kind of cool little creatures. They're probably really ancient. They're probably evolutionarily speaking, millions and millions of years old. All right, last crab fact: true or false? You have a 50% chance of getting this one right.
Okay, I like my odds.
If you get Dungeness crab anywhere in the world at a restaurant, there's a 90-something% chance it came from the west coast of North America.
True.
I'm gonna go with true.
Yeah, that was a gimme. That was a giving away one. Yeah, they are mostly found from Alaska down. They say sometimes as far as Mexico, but they like it a little cooler. They like it a little colder. But yeah, even if you're in China or you're anywhere eating Dungeness crab, it's probably west coast of North America. So Canada and Alaska and U.S. Well, Alaska is the U.S.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, it is our local delicacy and export, which is part of the problem is that the commercial boats catch a lot of these crab, not leaving a ton for us.
You'll see them.
Yeah.
When it gets nighttime.
It's a lot better to go in November before those guys get out there, but we're a little late. We're a little late in the season, but I still have hopes that we're gonna get our one. All right, we can do this, guys. All right, let's see. So we'll save our tips for the next round. Is it time for a poll, or are we gonna wait a little longer?
Sure.
What do you do? Kaitlyn, you go 5, 10, 15?
Yeah, I do. I go 4 to 7, so I'm itching.
All right, go.
I'm itching. I trust it's so long.
I trust Kaitlyn.
It's so long
I think she's
already.
got this.
All right. Let's see.
I think you should film this one, Adam. I think this is the one.
All right.
We'll see. Come on. I don't like it.
Doesn't look
All
heavy?
the way to the left.
Yeah. Well, maybe the crab are going with it.
I like that. Okay. Let's see.
Oh, is there a crab? There is a crab. Unfortunately, this is not the size of the crab that we're looking for. But it is a crab. All right, Curtis caught one about the same size as well. But look at this. This is probably one thing that I just learned in the podcast that we're filming is that crab, in order to get to keeper size, so around 6 inches. Here in California, the keeper size is 5 3/4. But anyway, to get that size, it takes about 4 years.
I'm calling no skunk.
Huh?
No skunk.
Whoa!
It's a beast.
No.
Should we measure?
That's close.
It's pretty close.
That's close.
Pretty close.
I used to use this toy fishing pole I found with this part. It's the line was probably like cheaper than like using like I would say like my own hair.
Right.
So when I first threw out my snare attached, it's like a $5 snare from like Sporting Goods. Cast it out there. I was practicing my casting all week. Cast it out there. I was like, "Why throw it so far?" Looked back at my line. It was like nothing attached to it.
Yeah, full
I said,
send.
"Oh."
Well,
I said, "Okay."
Yeah.
See, I think that these pockets are quite nice, but the water down there is so strong.
It's a little angry. Yeah, Adam does surf fishing quite often, so he knew that this was a good spot here.
Yeah, this is nice.
It's changed even in the last hour a little bit. It's changed. It was a little more frothy. It is nice though. I used to come out here because I went to Lowell, so I was right here. We used to come out after school and just sit around.
Oh, really? When's the last time you've been out here?
I haven't been snaring for a while.
What's a while?
Like over a year, I think.
Not too long.
It's been, but it's nice to just come after work for an hour or two. Like it doesn't take that much to set up.
Right.
Yeah. So. Versus when you get the kayak.
Oh, it's a full day.
What's the minimum? Yeah.
It's pretty much a full day.
Yeah.
I like it.
We are back from our. We are back from checking our lines again. With this, how many did you get that time?
1.
I got 1 too, but
unfortunately,
we didn't need to measure. They have to be 5 3/4 inches. I think mine was a whopping 2.5 inches.
Yeah, I think if we put both of our crabs side by side, it still wouldn't have made it.
But you know what? I felt a little bit of satisfaction though. Like,
Yeah.
I'm calling no skunk. I'm calling that we caught one. So we got another hour or two of daylight. Though, Kaitlyn, you'll go in the dark, right? You'll go when it gets past sunset, right?
Yeah. I brought a headlamp,
Okay.
and I'm not leaving until I touched a crab.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I like the attitude.
Yeah.
And you got your stove with you this time?
I do have it. I have nothing to cook with, but if we
Okay.
find something to cook, we could play around.
I was optimistic you'd bring your stove, so I did bring a pack of ramen if we want to share ramen 3 ways. So we'll see how this goes. But
You can throw a sand crab in there or something.
I think we're gonna limit out, and by limit I mean one. We're gonna limit out pretty soon. I'm feeling it. I think the water is working for us. That's it. It took a little bit to get the skunk off, but now that the skunk is off, I think we're ready. All right, so I wanted to ask you guys. So Adam, you do most of your crabbing on the kayak,
Yes, sir.
and Kaitlyn is strictly a beach crabber.
Yes.
Let's start with Adam. What do you think are the pros of going on the kayak versus what we're doing right now?
The pros?
What
Just
are
the pros.
What are the advantages?
Well, the main advantage is you can get out past the break, so you can go out fish. Like the area you have available to you is a lot bigger. You can go out deeper.
Yeah.
And also the style is a little different. So like, I think we mentioned already on here, we're using the snares with the little cage.
Yeah.
Tiny little cage, the size of your palm.
Yeah.
That's what Kaitlyn said. Well, in the kayak, we're using big cages, like the size of
Like a microwave, bigger than a microwave oven. Yeah.
Or hoop nets, which
Yeah.
are also about the same size. Well,
And you shove a lot of fish in the bait cage there.
yes,
They'll shove a whole turkey in there.
yes, I've done that a couple of times.
I've seen it. Yeah.
My Thanksgiving special. So yeah, we can. It's a lot more work. Well, you just wanted me to positive.
No,
sorry.
you go into the cons too.
It's a lot more work, but I think you also can catch more on average.
Yeah, I think so. I've done both. And actually, there's kind of a hierarchy, right? There's like the dudes with the $200,000 boats who can go out there with the electric polar.
Yes.
And they can go way out there. They can go in 200 feet of water, and they can really get out there. And these are your dentists, your investment bankers. These are your Bitcoin babies. I don't know who these people are.
These are the groups that go out with 5 and they're only coming back with 50 crab, and they're all 7 inches.
These are not us. Then there's the kayakers. Now you guys are, I think the middle class of crab fishermen. I think you get
We're
out
the working
there,
class. We put in the work.
You put in the work.
but
You're
we
pulling
do
by
also
hand.
get-
There's no electric polar on the kayak, and you gotta either pedal, paddle, or if you're soft like Adam, you have an electric motor.
Yeah.
But you get out there,
I'm soft.
you're still loading and unloading. I think those are some of the cons, right? A lot of loading and unloading.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think overall, for one person, you can get a lot more crab per person. But Kaitlyn, what are the pros of surf casting for crab?
After hearing Adam go first, I'm trying to really think about it.
I got a couple.
I can't find. Oh,
Well,
what do you think?
it's definitely more convenient.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
more
You're on
convenient.
land.
Yes.
So if you drop something here, you can bend down and pick it up. Versus trying to do it on a kayak is a little more difficult.
Yeah.
The initial cost, like we said, I think you can get a setup for under $200, and you can get out here and do it. You could probably find one on Craigslist for $50, because people probably give up. All these pandemic people giving up on the crabbing. But you could get out here a lot cheaper. You could come here after work, right?
Yes, after work, anytime.
Like we are doing right now.
Lunch break, you can go during work.
Yeah.
Bring out your laptop.
Yeah. You can do laptop work. But you can bring a stove. You can bring friends who don't even want to fish. You can have a conversation about life on the dunes out here.
Oh, that's a lot of pros.
See, a lot of pros. A lot of pros. You're
Also-
not. If the weather's bad, you just walk home.
Yeah.
Versus
Yeah.
the weather's bad for Adam. He's like, dang it! I just drove up here an hour. I got the kayak in the water. You're not giving up.
Kind of committed.
You're committed.
Yeah.
You're committed. Yeah.
And also when you catch one from shore, it just feels
I think, you're
better,
just pulling
more-
it in. The feeling of that heavy weight at the end as you're pulling it in. Like, I saw you pulling a triple header, Kaitlyn. That's pretty cool. 3-in-1
I'm
pull.
still living the high off of that one.
That's pretty cool. Did that just feel like a brick when you're pulling that in? Like super heavy?
I'm not gonna lie, I thought I got the biggest crab in
The
mankind.
record you
Yeah,
have.
I was getting ready to talk
That
to Guinness.
13-year-old crab.
Yeah, I was getting
Teenage
ready.
crab.
I was getting ready until I saw the 3 tiniest crabs I've ever seen combined.
No, they weren't tiny though. They were
One keeper, 2 shorts. They're close.
But they were bigger than the ones Adam and I just
Yeah.
But 3 in 1, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that is pretty
really
cool.
cool.
That's
very
a cool feeling. It's definitely a cool feeling. And there's definitely camaraderie out here. Like you'll bump into people. You know a few dudes out here now. Huh?
Yes. And you meet a lot of people that are just curious about what you're doing. So
Yeah.
you can just show them the ropes and show them the crabs, and it's fun too.
Yeah. And you don't get seasick.
And there's more glory, like when someone walks by and they see your bucket with
Right,
the crab in there. You're like, yeah,
yeah.
I caught that.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Yeah.
Like in the kayak, there's no one out there.
Yeah.
I caught a limit.
Yeah.
And then they look around and
Yahoo!
there's no one.
You're by yourself. Yeah. No, I think there's pros and cons to each. Yeah, you're not going to go kayaking for an hour or two, but you will.
Right.
You can't if you live nearby. Like I live pretty close to the ocean. I can get here pretty fast, and I'll do an hour or two and not feel like it's a wasted hour or two because it's not too bad. But yeah, all right. So pros and cons. Let's see. You got any tips for us? So Kaitlyn, what's your biggest crab tip? Well, what are you using for bait first of all?
Squid. I'm a big squid
All
person.
squid. Though I
Yeah.
did see you use a fish one time from
Yeah,
Uncle
it was,
from the
it was
market.
disgusting.
It didn't work.
Yeah, I use squid because it's like the safest, least smelling thing I could find.
Yeah.
Or hot dogs or chicken, but I like.
Some guys swear by the chicken.
I've seen a lot of people use chicken.
Yeah, I think it's the oil or something.
Yeah, and it's more firm, like more than fish
Yeah,
at least, so
yeah.
it stays there longer.
It stays there a
Like
little
with
longer.
the cages that I leave
Yeah,
overnight,
yeah,
chicken is the way to
yeah.
go.
And I think the sea lions attack it less, right?
Yes, that's
Sea lions will go
I've
ham over.
seen one here.
Yeah. So they
Attack your snare?
No, I've seen
Oh.
a seal or sea lion.
Yeah, no, they're cruising around.
yeah.
But they'll bust open a cage. They'll like if you have a lot
Yeah.
of fish in there, they'll bust open a
Piers,
cage.
right?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know how to open it up.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're super strong.
Wow.
So yeah, so I think if you use chicken, it's a little less seal tempting, but I think they will do it.
Mhm.
So yeah, I get my squid at the Chinese market. Where do you get your squid from? You get,
Same.
yeah, I think it's like $3.99 or something like that.
Could be even cheaper if it's older.
Could be cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's a pro tip: put your sunscreen on before you bait your traps,
Ooh.
because sometimes you forget and you got the squid all over your hands, and then you put your sunscreen on. It's not great. It's
a
not
long
great.
day.
Yeah, it's a long day.
Ooh.
But,
my
you know-
sunscreen is applied on stick.
Okay, yeah, that's
Yeah,
the way to
that
go.
would be a little
Okay,
better too.
that's even a better tip. Oh, I saw you have a couple different rod holders. You have the official Sandspike one,
Yeah.
but you also have the $2.50 piece of PVC piping.
$1.79.
Oh, $1.79.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you just shove that in the sand and it'll hold your pole?
Shove that in the sand, hold my pole. I
That's
went to
it?
Home Depot. I was so lost.
Yeah.
So lost in there. Had to ask someone where the PVC pipes were. And I didn't even measure with like how the fishing pole can fit in the PVC pipe. That's
Yeah.
important. So I asked my mom and she said it's 2 thumbs. So I said,
Two thumbs.
I said, my thumbs or your thumbs?
Yeah, this is important, Mom. We need to know.
So I said,
Two
give me a better
thumbs.
measurement. And she finally said, okay, 2 fingers. I said, forget it. I'm just
I
going to get
can.
the biggest one I
But I
want.
mean, that's how you measure ice and everything,
Yes,
too, so it
yes,
works.
yes.
Okay, but it worked out.
It worked out.
So it works. All right, so I know Kaitlyn's getting ready to pull up her crab, right? It's been 7 minutes already.
Yeah.
So we'll do the lightning round real quick here,
Okay.
guys. All right, what's your favorite beach accessory? You can interpret this question however you like. Could be a Hawaii beach, could be SF beach. What do you think?
Sunscreen.
Sunscreen.
Yeah.
Can I say fishing pole? Is that
Fishing pole. Yeah, there you go. And I'm going with my Crocs. I'm wearing Crocs with my waders today, so Crocs are the best beach shoes, I think. All right, favorite book, movie, or show about ocean, the beach, fishing, anything. What do you guys got? Could be fiction or nonfiction.
I'm gonna go with Finding Nemo.
Finding Nemo.
Yeah.
Classic.
Finding
Nothing-
Nemo's good. I used to watch
Nothing
it.
wrong with that. Yeah.
I did watch a lot of Deadliest Catch.
Yeah.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
And we're on the topic of crabbing, so I guess that fits
That's
in.
a fun show. Yeah.
But
Those
really,
guys are
I used to watch any fishing show on TV because there wasn't.
There
a
wasn't that
lot.
many. Yeah. Deadliest Catch was the best. I
River
think.
Monsters is pretty good.
River
Yes.
Monster's pretty good too. Hey, besides Die Hard Fishing,
Okay.
your favorite YouTube channel? Oh, besides Kaitlyn Bowie and Die Hard Fishing, is your favorite YouTube channel? Could be not fishing. Could be non-fishing.
Oh, non-fishing.
So I watched this guy named Cody Ko.
Okay, yeah.
My wife and I watch him.
Yeah.
As far as non-fishing, I think he might be the only YouTube channel that I watch regularly.
Okay, all right. All right, Kaitlyn.
I would have to go with older sister YouTuber. Her name is HJ Evelyn, and she's more known, I guess, with her content amongst her two other sisters. And I grew up with only boys, so it's really nice to
It's
see
like
how
having an
the
older sister.
other half lives.
Yeah.
And then,
What could have been?
what could have been? What would have been like? Yeah, but
Okay.
it's fun. They're just three sisters traveling and truly what younger sisters do to the older siblings. So I think that's fun.
All right, cool. And last question is, now, if you don't eat crab, you can pick a side dish. Favorite way to eat crab or favorite crab side dish?
Oh my gosh. I like crab like a lot of different ways.
Okay.
I like to mix up, but crab ramen,
Crab ramen.
crab fried rice,
Crab fried rice.
and crab
Especially if
pasta.
someone else picks the meat for you. If you have like an auntie or a grandma who will pick all the crab meat for you, that's perfect.
That is
That's perfect. I love it.
Yeah, I don't eat crab anymore, but I like seeing my parents eat it, and I think my mom's favorite way is like ginger scallion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Classic. All right. You guys ready to pull?
Yeah.
This is the
All right.
one.
This is the
This
one.
is
I've said
good.
this every time, but
This is
I think
good.
this is
This
the one.
is the one officially.
Yeah.
All right, we'll
For
come
real.
back with our victorious talk in a minute.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, my legs
Oh,
are
I'm
asleep.
eager.
All right. This is the one.
Okay, it's been about a few minutes, so let's pull up and see. Nope.
Are you catching things?
We're trying to catch crab.
Crab. Oh, is that right? Any luck?
Not there yet.
I moved between you and Adam to take both your crabs.
That's a smooth strategy.
Yeah. I'm done playing clean.
All right, should we do a wrap up?
Sure.
And then if we catch some crab, we'll have to jump back in.
This is the Ocean Beach curse. When
Yeah.
you come here
When you-
thinking it's gonna be a good time,
When you're overconfident.
yeah, the beach humbles you.
Yeah.
That's why it looks like this. It's not forgiving.
Oh man. All right, let's see. All right, so we are back from checking. We are shaking our head. I don't want to admit defeat just yet because we still have a couple hours of sunlight.
We got a headlamp, so.
We got a headlamp. We got ramen. We got a guy who calls himself Die Hard Fishing, so we're not leaving here yet. But we're gonna wrap this episode up by with our signature question. So, Adam, I don't know if we did this one.
I think you asked me and I didn't have an answer, but I thought about it more, so I haven't.
Okay, all right. So our signature question is, who is your infatuation? Infatuasian is anyone in the Asian community, living or deceased, that you admire, and you can shout them out. So KB, who is your infatuation?
Let me think about it for a little bit.
Okay,
I got it.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I got it.
All right.
I think my infatuation is the K-pop group Blackpink.
Yeah.
Yes.
All four?
All four.
Do you have a bias? Do you have one?
Does that mean like you like
Who's the one that
more
you
than
like the
other?
most? Yeah.
No, I think all four collectively are really cool. They're really
That's what makes them
talented.
good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all different.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm on Team Jisoo myself.
Oh.
But just, I just like her silliness and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But what do you like about Blackpink so much?
Besides their cool music and their fashion and making their presence in the fashion world, I think being four very strong, unique women that are, I think they trained for a long time.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's not something they kind of acquired overnight.
They didn't just luck into it.
No, not at all. They
Yeah.
worked hard for where they came from, and they had a goal in mind. They worked together to do it, and I think they're still really like into each other still.
Yeah.
Like friends,
Yeah.
doing something for so long together. I think it's really admirable, and they're very women empowering. So
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
cool group.
For sure. All right, Adam. Third time around. This is your third episode with us. You
Finally, I
have
feel
it.
bad. I didn't have one the first time, and then So we finally. So I played a lot of baseball when
Okay.
I was growing up. So my favorite player right now is Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah. How can you not
Who
like that
doesn't
guy?
really need a shout out because everyone knows. But
That,
anyway, that's like what he does is pretty incredible.
it's pretty unique.
Like he's like top 5 5 pitching. Like if he was just a pitcher,
right.
you'd be one of the best pitchers, and then if he was just a hitter, you'd be one of the best hitters. But he's doing both.
But Adam, he's a Dodger now.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do about that? You gonna root for a Dodger? Root for individual
I'll root for
stats.
him individually. Yeah. I hope he does well and the team loses. How about that?
He hits 3 home runs, but they lose by 12. Yeah, I agree. You know, that guy's awesome.
I really wanted the Giants to sign him.
I know. Come on, Giants.
It didn't happen.
We didn't sign anyone. Oh, man.
So,
All
yeah,
right.
that's my celebrity crush or whatever.
Infatuasian.
Infatuasian, sorry.
All right, guys. Well, I'm holding out hope that we're going to limit still. But we'll go ahead. We'll go ahead and sign off the show. We will be here until we at least catch something, I hope.
Yeah.
But Kaitlyn, thanks for coming on the show with us.
Thanks for having me.
I hope this comes out. It's a little windy out here. We'll see if the audio comes out. Wind is not your microphone's friend, just to let you know, everyone out there. But hopefully we'll get some usable sound out there. But yeah, love your content. It's like super perky, like you're excited about what you're doing, and it shows through your videos. So thanks for doing what you do.
Thank you.
And best of luck. Adam, you got any tips for KB on YouTubing?
Oh, yes.
Just YouTube and like you already.
She got one video.
TikTok, I don't know what's going on TikTok. Like you're much more.
She's ahead of the game.
Better than
TikTok.
I'm doing.
But
YouTube.
How many videos you got? You got like 400 videos now?
Yeah, actually, I don't even know.
Wow.
I just posted my 500th post on Instagram,
Okay.
Oh, wow.
and I feel like I'd probably still
Probably around. Yeah, that's a
something
lot.
like
Dude.
that. I don't know. Just
Keep at
doing
it.
what you're doing. Yeah.
Put them up. Put videos
I mean,
up.
if people are interested in TikTok, I feel like it'll translate to YouTube. So
Cool.
yeah.
I'll follow you over.
Cool.
All right, so you can follow Kaitlyn on YouTube at Kaitlyn_Bowie.
Yes.
And then Instagram is
Kaitlyn Bowie.
Kaitlyn Bowie. All right, so everyone go check her out. Check out the channel. Check out the account under Kaitlyn Bowie. All right, and Adam, as usual, Die Hard Fishing. Always die with periods in between. I noticed your TikTok is die
to be honest,
period.
I don't even know.
All right, I'll look it up and I'll put jeez. All right, I will look it up and I will put it in the show notes. But thank you for coming out again, Adam. This is fun. Actually, the first time. Well, I've met you at some like street fairs and stuff.
Right.
Not even met you. I walked by.
Oh, you didn't even say hi?
Well, you were busy. You were busy with your fans, and I had my daughter with me, and we were just like, oh, there's Die Hard, and then we just kept walking.
Yeah, not that exciting.
But yeah, the first time actually meeting in person and talking.
Yeah.
So it's great for coming out here. Thanks for enduring the wind and the rain a little bit.
Of course.
But everyone out there, thank you for listening. You can, of course, follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Infatuasian Podcast. You can send us an email if you want a good old-fashioned email at infatuasianpodcast@gmail.com. We'll put all those details in the show notes. So until we talk to you again, we hope that you enjoyed this content, and we will talk to you soon. On behalf of Adam and Kaitlyn and I, talk to you soon, everyone. Bye.
Later.
Bye.
Maybe a crab? Yeah, that might be a crab. I think I got a crab. I don't know how big it is, but I think there's a crab on there. Definitely a lot of weight. Let's go. Please be a crab. Please be a crab. Oh yeah, that's a crab. All right, we did it. Wow, I think it's a keeper too.
Whoa!
We did it.
Oh, yeah! That's a good one!
Hey!
Got him.
That's a good one!
All right, so check this out. This is what we've been looking for all day, and it's been a really tough grabbing day. Look at that, I got him by the claw there. Perfectly legal, and we'll measure this crab, but I'm 100% sure this is of legal size. Let me just show them to you on the big camera. By the way, massive shout out to Kaitlyn for letting me borrow this snare. I definitely would not have caught it without her help.
I was gonna say there's no way Hello Kitty got skunked. I was gonna say.
Let me wash it off. It's a pretty nice crab too.
Yeah. See, Hello Kitty don't mess around.
What I say? What I say?
All right, no skunk.
That's a beautiful one.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Nice.
It fits in my little makeshift bucket.
Dude, that's huge.
6.5 maybe.
Yeah. That's cool.
All right, I feel better about dragging Adam all the way up here. The sun is just going down.
Perfect. Golden hour.
Golden hour. All right, everyone, quick update. Die Hard came through. How does it feel, Adam, to get a keeper crab? We got a 6.5-inch crab. We'll show you some pictures later.
You know, I have to thank my my mentors, Kaitlyn, mainly Kaitlyn, for supplying me with the materials to
That was
catch
all
this
me.
crab.
Shout out Ken, the crab slayer.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, just got lucky. Somehow there was a crab out there and found my snare.
He found you. It was meant to be.
Yes, sir.
Now I'm glad we're not going home empty-handed, all of us. But I think we actually, in our private conversations, we're saying if we get at least one, it's a win.
A win. A win's a win.
A win is a win. I'll take it. All right. So thanks for coming out, Adam. Thanks for coming out, Kaitlyn. It's been a lot of fun. You know, even if you don't catch crabs, it's a lot of fun to come out and enjoy ourselves out here.
Good time.
Oops, Coast Guard just flying by. That's not good. But what do we got? You got one more cast in you? What do you guys think?
Yeah.
One more
I
cast?
do it however long you guys
All
are.
right,
Yeah.
we'll update if we have to, but thanks for listening, everyone, and we'll talk to you soon. All right, hopefully we get 3 more.